You hear typing and setups. Yes, hello everyone! Hello, hello. Hello, Magpie and Torek and Gugurakasu and Seagoat! Let's give Seagoat a shout out. A little shout out for Seagoat. And then I will, let's see. Shout out Seagoat Games. Hawa! Thank you as always for the bits! And we're getting really close to the final grading for the game. So good luck, fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that jazz. Yes, I was sending out all of my messages and stuff to prep. Good morning, good morning. I hope all of you are having a lovely day. We are doing the slime colors finally. Yes, I was typing, sending out all of my messages, updating my socials, all that jazz. So now we are ready. I say as though my stuff is not totally mussed up. All right, one sec. Apadoop. There we go. I also just realized I don't actually have my music up yet either. Hold on. Boop. And then I need to go and open up a tab for my music. My music. Otherwise, y'all just gonna be listening to me in silence, staring at my screen, being like, colors. All right, let's see. Bye-bye. Yeah, let me double check what volume we're at. That is way too loud. Yeah, you can either, if you send me the color code or, like, shoot a picture in the Discord and let me know, I can do that. Alright. Where did I put my pen? There it is. Nice! 44 hours. Ah! Hold on. I will get myself in a comfy position for art. By which I mean it's time to scrungle. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Hello. 44 hours? Woo! Okay. Gray. For right now, like, you can just say, like, oh, I would want a slime that's this color. Or, like, it'd be really cool if the core could be this color. Let me, go look at Discord, where people have already shared some colors from prior streams. I need, like, a refs section. Okay. Oh, yeah, that didn't work. New. Okay. Color. 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 Alright. Taking this guy. Slapping it in here. Get smaller. Actually, it occurs to me, I can do this the smarter way. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna need some of this color. And white is white, but you know, hey. And then... Hold on. One moment. Rena did the dumb. Not very fair color, but you'll take a basic blue and you'll post it in the Discord. It'll resend for the two. Somalify! Yes, exactly. Yeah, currently I was having people post in stream suggestions, so if y'all just want to post all of your stuff in stream suggestions, let us know if you're going to talk about the... Yes, obviously, as I mentioned, I will... the oh my god thing. Let's see. Where did my Discord tab go? There it is. Okay. It's not coming out as the right color. What is happening? File. New. Why? Photoshop. Why are you doing this? Okay. There we go. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get these colors right. It's saying that's not the color. Okay, I'm just gonna have to frickin' eyeball this one, I guess. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, there we go. For some reason, it wasn't doing Salavina's Tyrian purple properly, so... Take a basic array of blues, darker blue and a lighter core. Oh yeah, that's a nice color. Alright. And then... Gugurukasu, did you have a specific color you were thinking about? You're on it? Perfect. Ugh. All right. Okay. File new. Okay, let's see if these ones will actually come across properly or if I'm gonna have to eyeball these babies too. Yep, I'm gonna have to eyeball these babies too. Hey, no. Okay. Okay, that looks about right. Yeah, okay. My discerning color vision coming in handy. And you want this one a little more like this color, I think. Yeah. Maybe a little lighter. More like that. No, I think this was better. And then... yeah, there we go. And the chorus, Snow White. Okay, I thought that was the thing, but thank you for reminding me. No problem. You have fun picking colors. I trust your coordination more than mine. Perfect. And then I'm going to go into my files. And I want my notifications. Okay. Duplicate group. This one. Gray. Both. Okay, so first... okay. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this. This is gonna be red slime. Excuse me. Whoops. Delete. This is gonna be red slime. Turning off all the cores. Actually, I'm just gonna... delete those for now. Actually... core. Okay. The DMing picture what you're gonna be based. That's cool. Of course! Perfect. Lol. Alright. So... okay, so we're going down to slime. Whoops. Okay, that does work. So what we're gonna do, let's test out some of these reds. Ooh, there we go. That's good. Whoops. Actually, I'm gonna zoom all the way out so I can just slap in all these little slimes. Don't mind that. This is why I did the transparency as a layer mask. Okay. Thank you so much for the lurk, Seagoat. I hope you have fun with whatever you're doing. I imagine you're either working or working on the cupcake game, so good luck with that. If you're listening, I hope you enjoy the music vibe. If not, well, enjoy either way. Okay, let's go back down to this one. Alright. And you guys can all hear the music just fine with no problems? Let's see. Whoops. Perfect. Okay. It's soft, but you can hear it. If you guys want it to be louder, let me know. Here, let me turn it up a little bit. There. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Whoops. There. Let's see. You just want a reason to spam the hype emote? Lol. Okay, so... let's see. Okay. Whoops. Don't know what you're talking about. Lol. Do 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 do. Okay, we're doing some testing. Okay. Whoops. I forgot I could just turn off contiguous and then it would just hawa. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna test these guys. Whoops. Let's see. Okay. I'm about to sneeze. Ooh. Thank you. Where the heck are my slimes? There they are. Cool. Yeah, there we go. That's definitely got the right, like, color vibe. No, I think it's a temperature change thing, is my guess. My sinuses were a little bit, like, weird yesterday. Sometimes my sinuses just get weird. I'm guessing they finally decided to unstuff themselves. Okay. Then, okay, we're gonna duplicate this group. Now I got to figure out. It's sinuses and not Sinai. Lol. Now I just need to know if saving it with that will actually, like, manifest that effect in, the other thing as well. Why not Sinai? Famous mountain aside. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, Noodle Boy? Hi. It probably has something to do with where the word is from, because I think that's what they did with all that. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go kick Noodle Boy out of my office. Alright, enjoy the music for half a second. I'm gonna go make sure Cat has food so he stopped poking me, and then I'm gonna close my office. Lol. Alright, Noodle Boy. There we go. Oh, wait. Ooh. There y'all go. from distance. I've returned. Alright. I've returned. And my cats were sleeping in my office, so I didn't want to wake them up and force them out. But they have their food, so now they will be satiated until my stream is over. Yeah, I just have very sensitive sinuses. They just, like, randomly are like, I've decided that fuck you. Yeah, and as for the, why it's sinuses and not Sinai, so back in ye olden days, when, the scholars were basically going, okay, where is a word from? And in that location, how do they, like, make the word a multiple? And so that's how they decided all the words, because, fuck you, that's why, basically. Okay, so, real quick. Okay, we're going to change all these to darker color. I'm gonna double check that that's the correct thing. You've heard it pronounced the same. Oh, I wanted it to be subtract. Okay. Wake up, scream! I'm in a twisted reality. Well, that's a little frustrating. For the gray one, it makes it too dark. Okay, let's test the luminosity one. I have to find something that works on both. Oh, you repaired a car remote, so that was fun. Everyone's showing up. We are all doing good over here in the Monster Lover section of the ocean. I'm glad that you repaired a car remote. That sounds fun. And welcome in, Bagel. Welcome in. We are trying to get our little slimes colored, but I'm having the fun issue where I need an effect that makes it so that this automatically, ocean, I can't swim. Lol. Battery case snapped off, so it was a quick soldering job to put it back on. Oh, that's good. As we'll help you swim around. Okay, it looks like darken is gonna be the best option. So let's put all these on darken. 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 Pencil. 1. Okay. We're just listening, we're existing. Okay. That's good enough. Saving this. And now... exporting these little guys. Because a hot tub in the ocean. I mean, it is pretty warm down here in some places. Ever been down to the thermal vents? Ah. Ah! I'm hitting every wrong frickin' button. Okay, I want... sets. I'm trying to remember where my stuff is. Okay, circles. Okay. One moment while I disconnect us over here. Playing with my mind. Gotta get up for you tonight. Whoops. I forgot to turn off the refs section. Okay, I think we're good for now. Though I have absolutely no idea if that's gonna work on the red one. File, export. Okay. So we have red. Excuse me for a moment. Whoops. Wrong section. Avatars. Save. What is this? Where did that come from? What layer is this on? Okay. Oh, whoops. No, wait. Is it on? What's... Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we're turning my refs back on. So I can grab this. There. Replace file. I'm previewing some stuff. Yeah, it looks like darkening it doesn't actually affect anything outside of Photoshop, unfortunately, when I save it. Okay, I'm about to leave all these guys on normal then. Changing all of these back. Okay. Save. Delete. Okay. My little testing phase is done, so. Wait, export. Cool. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. My little red slimes. Let's turn my refs back on. Let's test something. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, and I think with how tiny they are, that'll look fine. And I need to go into my refs and hot blue so I don't lose that color. Hmm? Let's see. Does that mean that the other one is messed up? Hang on. Okay. Okay. Red. And then I need to double check all the slime shading that it's all actually at 60. Because apparently one of them isn't. You got banned for trolling once. Turns out they aren't a fan of riddles and bridges. Lol. Yeah, how did that one get 100%ed somehow? Okay, turning off the refs. No, we're just turning off the slimes, and I need to export this again. Okay. Replace. Give me a moment while I reconnect y'all. There you go. That's funny. Okay. Oh. Full of train. Don't you sing along, my friends. It's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like us never end, but we don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the slime. Hello, yes. Why are you not detecting my mic? Yes, hello. There we go. Jeez. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. It says, oh, you're right, it is. I totally forgot to put it on because I forgot I was doing art. You're right, it is. Let me go turn that on. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, when I'm gone, I will moisten and adjust the goo. Thank you so much. This is good timing because it's ads. Why? Stop, like, not detecting that I have my mic in here, you thing. I am speaking. Why are you doing this? You have the right microphone set to detect. There you go, jeez. There we go. We are maximum fashion. Flower. Fashion. Holding on. And I'll be right there, close close to the sun, close to the sun. Whoops. High above the world I used to know, and I'm far from any changes, safe from any failure. What is happening? There. It's like, what? Oh. Coughs. My opacity on my paste got messed up. Not my own worst enemy, hiding in the blue, safe between the clouds. Cough. I lost sense of time, I don't miss the days when we were making legends. The days come and go, I wait through sun and smoke for you to come and take me home. Okay, now for the real question. Is straight black? Yeah, no, that looks good. Alright, hold on. Let me pull up my list so I don't forget all my fucking words.
Wedding hat.
I'm just double checking some of my words before we go through. I need to keep reviewing these, but I totally forgot recently, so. Come on, where is word? Okay. Thank you, Matravan. Now we will have Ta'agra, if I can actually fucking remember to use it. It's like, oh man, why do I keep forgetting it? All right. Back to our pasting. And I probably won't be uploading any of the colors during stream because I need to like go in and figure out like how to actually get the like store set up in there so people can like get colors and stuff, so I can be like, these are the free colors and so on. Let people actually choose stuff. I need to figure out how to do that. But we'll at least make all the colors. Yeah, that's... I think that would be better for, like... No. So that one's actually not going to work for any of these, I think. What happens if I... Okay. Okay. Have you ever played a TTRPG? Yes. Alright, we have hit the other thing that I could rant about forever. Yes, I have played TTRPGs. My favorite is GURPS. I will get into that in just a moment. I just want to get this color down before I forget. Okay. So, yes, I have played several different TTRPGs, actually. I've played D&D 3 as well as like 2.5, I believe. I've played some Pathfinder. I've played GURPS. I've played 3.5 and 4? I can never remember the frickin' numbers for them. 3.5 and 4, I think, was D&D. And then Pathfinder was whichever version of Pathfinder I was playing. And then for... You're not familiar... yes. Yes, exactly. My favorite TTRPG is GURPS. The Every TTRPG. So GURPS stands for Generic Universal Roleplay System. And it's basically, you can do literally everything. It is designed to be a basic system that allows you to do whatever you want. For example, the basic set book, the way that GURPS works, it is a D6 based system. And you basically have everything you'd have in a normal combat or a psychological TTRPG, but all in one system. So when you make a character, basically they give you all of these options. So you have advantages, disadvantages, quirks, perks, mental and physical related stuff. You have skills, you can do magic, and it's essentially supposed to be a framework for whatever you want. There are additional books for every type of setting. Built into the base system itself is stuff like technology level and cultural differences. And, like, if you want to have a campaign that is based solely on political intrigue, the base system is literally built to allow you to do that. Like, you can make your own stuff super easily. You can tweak things super easily. You can modify existing skills and advantages and disadvantages. And they have things that allow you to be able to roll to not fall into your psychological issues that you have. Like, if someone has kleptomania, you have control rolls to stop yourself from stealing things. The first time you heard DTRPG, you thought it was another word for ERP. That's funny. But I love GURPS because a lot of systems, someone will be like, man, I'd love to be a mage that does X instead of Y. And GURPS is like, yes. And I just think that's super cool because it's like, oh, I want to do a game where we have someone from a spacefaring civilization encounter, like, do you know what is the name of that game? Star Ocean? So, here's the fun thing. It has balanced and in-depth combat. It can do both. Like, for example, it has in-depth rules on how often you need to have food, different mana systems, grappling, martial arts, different weapons. Like, it literally has everything. You want a purely combat-focused campaign? You can have it. You want a purely psychological campaign? You can have it. You want to have literally everything? You can do it. And that's why I love GURPS. Because it is literally built to have everything. You want to have a caveman fight a cowboy? You can do that. You want to play Star Ocean, where you have to have intricate, like, breakdowns of what levels of technology and culture everyone understand? There are mechanics for it. I fucking love GURPS. It's so cool. Yeah, because, like, a lot of systems will be, like, only combat or only psychological. And I love that GURPS is like, no, we have everything. Like, they have wealth level mechanics and attractiveness mechanics and technology mechanics and cultural mechanics. And they have the ability to design a giant mech as a separate character sheet with its own combat mechanics. And I love that. Because, like, for example, a lot of the combat games, yes, you can make it as intricate or as simple as you desire. And so much of it is, you'll have to look into it. Yeah. Exactly. And, like, basically everything in the game is, can I do this? Ask your GM. Is essentially the answer to, like, every possible question. And I love that. Because it's like, for example, there can be stuff where the system is like, hey, normally we recommend you don't have this except in XYZ setting. But then you can go to your GM and be like, can I have this anyway? And they're like, yeah, sure. I love GURPS so much because of that. Oh, Lancer. Interesting. There, let me, yeah, like, I actually have some physical versions of GURPS because I love it so frickin' much. And, like, people will make their own add-on GURPS books. There's, like, a super active, I sent a link to the GURPS website in the media discussions channel in the Discord. But yeah, no, it's just like, It's just so good. Yeah, and, like, that's what I love, is, like, you want to have, like, and one of the cool things, so Star Ocean is a game where someone from, like, a super advanced spacefaring civilization ends up on a planet that's, like, medieval times. And GURPS literally has mechanics to account for the technological difference between characters. Like, the base system is basically like, here is a framework for literally anything you could possibly imagine doing. And then we will create add-on books that give you examples of shit you can do for different settings, as well as the framework to adjust those things to do whatever the hell you want. And I fucking love it. And they give you, like, each of those books will give you examples of how someone, like, created a skill that matches that setting. Like, the giant robot book is like, here's how you might make the stat sheet for a giant robot, you know? And, like, that's just really cool. Lancer is about mechs. Interesting. Customization is saying, like, any kind of mech you like, Lancer has it. That's cool. And ironically, you could play Lancer in GURPS. And I think there's like over 100 side books. Like, and a lot of those are like official supplementary books, like hundreds of them for every setting. You want to play Call of Cthulhu in GURPS? There's a book about it. You want to play, like, mech? There's a book about it. You want to play, like, D&D? There's a book about it. Like, and if there's something from another system, a lot of things will be like there'll be books or threads online of people being like, hey, this is how you convert that thing from that other system into D&D. Like, they have a super active community that is constantly helping people figure out how to, like, adapt things from other systems into D&D. And I just think that's super fucking cool. Not D&D, GURPS. I can words. Considering the social RP stuff in Lancer is kind of whatever, introducing GURPS for the... Yeah, right? What picture did you think was a meme? Nope, that's, yeah, no, those are the, yep, not a meme, that is straight up that, and, like, all you technically need to run GURPS is the basic set book. That's it. Because that has all of the basics. It tells you how, like, character sheets work, it tells you how, like, your basic set of, like, advantages, disadvantages, etc. work. You're gonna gossip about Genesee for a second? Nice. The dice has two polarities. Ooh, success and failure and advantage/disadvantage. So every roll you get a result for the thing you're specifically trying to do, but you might also have to That's really cool. Yeah, GURPS is a D6 system. And it mainly, and, like, yeah, like, I love how it implements a lot of the cool stuff. Like, you can put, I just love you can put whatever you want in it, but yeah. That's really cool. And, and yeah, one of the things I love about GURPS is you could be like, oh, I'd love to implement the success, failure, advantage, disadvantage thing. I'll just add that into my GURPS stuff. And, like, for example, base GURPS has something where, several, like, for example, in base GURPS, sometimes you have main stats and substats, and your main stats affect your substats, and there were a couple of the stats where I was like, I don't think it makes sense to have these be connected. Like, it's just weird, so I'm going to make them separate things instead. And, like, that's the entire point of GURPS, is they're like, homebrew everything. Like, if you don't want to, that's cool, but, like, we are here for the homebrew, you know? And I just think that's awesome. That's cool. 4 primary manufacturers: Anime Mix, Redneck, Trucker Engineering, Lockheed, and Space Forge. And that's funny. And yeah, like, because, like, that's one thing, like, with D&D, for example, there's basically no personality stuff. Like you said, with Lancer, the personality stuff is kind of meh. And so that's why I loved GURPS, because it was the first system I encountered that had both. It's like, oh, you want to have, like, a, you know, combat system, but you also want to have, like, in-depth personality? It's like, nice. Or, like, maybe you love fantasy, but you don't really want to do, like, high fantasy, you know? Like, GURPS, you're like, oh, I want to run Resident Evil. Running Resident Evil in GURPS would be kind of, or not in GURPS, in D&D, for example, would be kind of difficult. But in GURPS, it's super easy. And, like, what I love, yeah, and, like, that's one of the cool things with GURPS, is you can go, you know what? I love the personality that Lancer has, but I'd love to have some more personality stuff. Let me port all the shit from Lancer into GURPS. And you can use, like, GURPS doesn't have any inherent settings. It gives you some options in its expanded material if you don't want to come up with a setting yourself. But it's literally, GURPS is designed to be a framework so you can do whatever the fuck you want, and I love it. That's why I think GURPS is the best system. And I will talk about how amazing GURPS is forever. Sometimes, like, every time I make a character, I just like reading through the book. Seems like not of a general... It's not of a general framework than a game, it's... My brain is not processing, what you mean, Gugurakasu. Seems like it's sort of a general... Yes. Like, it is a game, but it's more the framework for the game you want to run. Because unlike D&D, which is like, this is the game you're playing, or Call of Cthulhu, which is like, this is the game you're playing, GURPS is like, this is the framework for you to run the game that you want to run. Like, you know, in GURPS, you can literally go from... Yeah, exactly. It's less setting, more rules. It is the rule set to do whatever the fuck setting you want. And that's what I love about it. You can literally put anything into GURPS and make it a thing. So yeah, and that's what's so cool about GURPS. And if you want a setting, like I said, they have supplementary material that has settings in it. If you're like, I can't come up with something by myself, cool, grab one of their other books. Yeah, there's, in base GURPS anyway, there's no Golarion or Faerun. It's like... Sometimes, like, even the supplementary material is more like, here's how you run a sci-fi setting in GURPS. And, like, I think some people have come up with it, and there probably are, like, some campaigns out there. But, yeah, the point of GURPS is to, if you want to run Faerun, or you want to run Call of Cthulhu, or you think that Demon Slayer / Kimetsu no Yaiba is the coolest fucking anime ever, and you want to run a campaign of Kimetsu no Yaiba, fucking GURPS, man. GURPS will do that for you. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. You guys made me drink too much liquid. Has some of the most incredible and creative art and designs. That's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, like, one of the, compare the Goblin to the Balar. That's really cool. Yeah, and like, honestly, I think that's part of what is so cool about GURPS, is you can be like, wow, I really like the world setting in this game. Maybe I'll, like, just take this setting, but, like, run a GURPS campaign. Like, so, for example, GURPS by base is a point buy system. you can do other methods with it. Like, it has examples in the thing that's like, hey, if you don't want to use point buy, here are your options. But, like, it also has, like, it tells you, hey, if you want characters of this strength level, this is how much points we recommend giving to your players, and stuff like that. And, you know how a lot of time there's complaints with D&D that, like, once you get to a certain power level, you just, like, you like, the only thing you can do is go kill God? GURPS is like, don't worry. Like, we have 8 million things that you can keep implementing into power levels and shit to avoid people getting too powerful for things and stuff like that. Or if you want to have a campaign where you go kill God, GURPS is like, hey, this is how many points you need to be superhuman. It also has a lot of systems for, like, earning, like, so instead of leveling up where it's just kill X number of monsters and you get experience, GURPS is focused more on, like, you can give out, like, they give a lot of suggestions, like, here's situations you can give out points for, like, here's how people can train up their skills via, like, downtime, and it has, like, a bunch of different ways, so it's not purely focused on combat for leveling, which is nice. It's a hacker that can hack reality with Eldritch Math, teleporting around and puppeteering enemies out of position, and the Valor is nanomachines, the whole thing. Oh, that's awesome. Rips crap apart at the molecular level. That's really cool. But yeah, if I ever run a campaign, I would do GURPS, just because I love it so much. I just think GURPS is the absolute frickin' best. Oh, let's see. Yeah, like, I know some people will look at GURPS and be like, this is so complicated though, like, there's so much stuff to read, and I'm like, that's why it's fun. That's what's good about it. Correct, that's why it's good. There's so many options. Exactly. The Manticore is your favorite. Purple Lightning Ball of Hate and Zealotry. That's fun. Cool rule. Castigate the enemies of the Godhead. It's self-destruct. Your mech turns into a mini nuke. It takes on everything. That's great. I heard the same complaint about Pathfinder, and it's a rebuttal of, you don't need to know all the rules to run a session. Review the stuff you need to know and the rest. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's exactly the same thing with GURPS, where it's like, you don't need to know every single skill. You only need to know the skills that you specifically need for this campaign, you know? It's so much to read, my brother in Christ. That's why it's pen and paper. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whenever I see people say that sort of thing, I am always a little bit like, and other systems aren't? Like, I'm like, it's, what? But, like, I also do really love reading, so maybe that's why that doesn't bother me. I don't know, but yeah, for me, I'm just like, yeah. That's, it kind of has to have a lot of content if it wants you to be able to do literally everything. You know? Just a thought. Yeah, rules-light RPGs do exist. Well, and like, once you get used to GURPS, like, one of the things I like about it is that it actually, like, once you know the stuff, you don't really need to, like, check everything every time. Because you have a pretty good idea of what it is that you want to do. To be inside the mech, it rules your character must die to use that ability. Right? If you weren't inside the mech, it would kind of, it'd be like, but what was the point? Yeah, captain goes down with their ship, exactly. There's also Power Armor mechs, one is Metal Gear Rising Reverence, and then it's 80% shotgun by volume. That's fun. This is one of the reasons why I really like all the different types of roleplay systems that exist, because, like, so many of them come with really cool plots. Technically, the cores also need shading, but cannot oversell the art and designs. It's creative and well built. Recommend at least looking at the art. I actually have made engineer characters before in GURPS. I'm gonna put my tablet over here because I don't really need it for this. I'm just copy. A lot of mechs are also down like monstrous. The Pegasus might be your type. Okay. You'll have to send me some pictures, or like at least send me like the name of it in the Discord so I don't forget to check it out. This color is kind of tasty. Media, probably, because that's the channel for, like, games and stuff, you know? Whoop. There we go. Yeah. I didn't realize how Metroid-y this color was gonna look until I, like, put it on the slime. And it was like, Oh. I'm thinking I'm gonna try... Yeah. Toxic waste. For all y'all who dream of being a radiation slime. Next is white. I'm gonna put this background on, otherwise it's gonna be hard to see what the hell I'm looking at. You feel the tendrils of sleep claiming you in case you fall asleep. Aw, thank you. Wish you a good night as well. I hope that you have a lovely sleep, Gugurakasu. Watch you say that you're getting tired and then immediately the fucking spooky song starts playing. Send a few picks. Best part is you can mix and match parts across the mix. That's fun. Player level max is at 12, but a given max is at 3. By level 4, you start taking new parts from the mix. That's fun. Oh no! I'm glad you're back, Magpie. Welcome back. That sucks that your iPod crashed. Or iPad crashed, I mean. You're not gone, just quiet. Sounds good. Enjoy the vibes, Gugurakasu. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm excited to kind of get like the rave party colors too. Okay. Whoops. I'll show you the toxic one, Magpie, when I'm done with this one. All right.
Visit our
I can feel your eyes on me. You are near, chasing down my silver light. Have no
What color am I gonna call that purple for my own brain? Maybe plum?
everything you need. Come and follow me, come and follow me, come and follow me, come and follow me. Come and get me. Come and get me.
with you when you're with me. Eyes and rest in peace. A little too dark. No mountains too high. You need a DM tomorrow? Alright, sounds good. Thanks for letting me know. For faith for you, I touch the sky. No cities too dig, no rivers too deep. I toss the universe for you, my love. I would die. Lancer lore is also good. They have AI called NHPs. They aren't really AI, they're extra dimensional beings made of eldritch math. We gaslit into thinking they're AI. If they figure out what they are, they start to cascade and physics start to not apply anymore. That's awesome. That reminds me of that one setting that I saw that someone made at one point where... Whoops. Basically the premise, it was one of those, like, Warhammer has a similar thing too, where it's essentially like psychics are the ones that make warp travel happen, but they do it by traveling through the Eldritch dimension. Like, settings like that are always interesting. And definitely not for personal interest reasons or anything. Man-made psyker that are highly inbred. Ah, yeah. The ones from Warhammer are called navigators. Fun fact, I actually saw that in the random offshoot. So yeah, because navigators are the variant that's from Dune, and then Warhammer has psykers, and then yeah, I'm guessing Warhammer also pulled that from Dune, the navigators wording anyway. And then yeah, and then there's also other settings that have done variants too. I actually didn't know that Warhammer also did that. The whole it's an Eldritch dimension thing, because I hadn't actually knew anything about Warhammer before I saw that random homebrew TTRPG that did it. Okay. Dune did it. Well, the Navigators, not the Eldritch alternate dimension thing. And yeah, I know that Warhammer was out before I saw that random offshoot thing, since I'm pretty sure Warhammer's older than me. I was just saying that was the first one that I saw. Because I think Dune was probably the first one to do the psychics that use space math to navigate concept. Okay, let's see. I was just saying that the magic is from theirs version of hell. Dune, I think, did it. Equipment you can take from your mechs. They pilot it remotely for you and give you a very powerful ability. That's cool. For the example, Sekhmet's a psychopath that learns how you fight. You give it control and it blenders everything it hears. Well done. Looking up the Dune thing real quick. Yeah, Magpie, just for reference, Warhammer 40k came out in 1987, and the first Dune novel came out in 1965. So. Yeah, Dunes I don't think is the space hell magic variant. It's the drugs variant though. Yee. That's why I was looking it up to let you know for sure, because I was also like, I'm pretty sure Dune was first. If I'm remembering my timelines correctly, not that I know that much about 40k, lol. Whoops. Let's see. This slime's turning out cute. Hold on. Some of your favorite Lancer designs. I'm looking at the Discord for something else, so. I can see why you said I might like some of these. Pegasus is definitely interesting, that's for sure. Alright, let me head back into stream suggestions. Bonnie. Oh, I actually mixed up the colors, lol. The Gugu Rakasu wanted. Pegasus is a gun that doesn't exist. That's great. Whoops. Clum behind.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I am you.
Okay. Oop. Alright, now the Vaporwave slime is done. There's a flat 1 damage to every target, nothing gets around it. It's all about paradoxes and probability manipulation. You can store 2 d20 dice rolls and replace other rolls. Nice. Works as a roll for anything. That's so fun. You. Where are you living? Alright. Another RPG, this guy called Kane, a psychic exorcist fighting monsters born of trauma and collective. That's cool. You sent a link to that one too in there. Both of those sound cool. Let's see. Maybe because I hate myself, I'll start working on the rainbow one now. Okay. Kane's a lot more about RP and good storytelling. Like, characters get scars and agendas. It's like, that's so cool. Some of these agendas are bad. That's awesome. Let's see. Now time to drag this all the way back down to my references, lol. Whoops. Okay. I need this to be smaller, I think. Okay. When a GM makes a sin for the party to fight, he picks an archetype to base it off of. For example, the Hound is all about revenge and hate, while the Idol is about the want to be wanted and builds a cult around itself. Interesting.
Don't wanna say it, but I love it when you hurt me. Don't ever change it, 'cause I love it when you hurt me. Don't think I'd make it if you ever did desert me. I know I shouldn't, but I love it when you hurt me. I think about it all day, even when I'm sleeping. It's been a long time, but you always got me feeling. I'm like an animal and you know how to turn me. Don't wanna say it, but I love it when you hurt me. Love, 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 need your love, 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 need your love, 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 need your love, love, love. Love, 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 need your love, 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 need your love. Don't wanna say it, but I love it when
Let's see. Each sin has 3 questions tied to a trauma. Oh, interesting. The Hound is who wronged you, how are you wronged, and were you willing to sacrifice? The GM write this in for RP, but also have a mechanical effect. Cool. The answers to these questions could be critical for finding and defeating it. That's really cool. Antarasphere, thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your lurking. Okay, that's how I did it.